Where am I?
It's yet another gloomy night at Bowser's castle. A terrified Luigi is placed into a cage, suspended in the air above the boiling hot lava. He panics, he fumbles, and out of the corner of his left eye, something strange catches his attention. The character in question is, of course, our favorite blue star, Lumalee. The Mario movie had plenty of downright amazing and iconic characters, ranging from Mario himself to Jack Black's legendary Bowser. Every single one of the actors involved put extraordinary effort into bringing these characters to life on the big screen. And yet, despite the fact that Lumali only has a few lines and a minute of screen time at max, he would almost instantly become one of my favorite characters in the entire movie. His cynical ramblings about death, adorable looks, and his funny, childish demeanor pretty much made him steal the show. In today's video, we'll take a look at how Lumali, perhaps the most disturbing yet adorable character the entire Mario franchise has to offer, was able to captivate plenty of fans, including myself.
The only hope is the sweet relief of death.
Whoa! Oh, you've got to be kidding me!
Let's rewind the clock all the way back to 2007, the year where one of the most revolutionary 3D platformers in the Super Mario series was released, Super Mario Galaxy. In the latter game, Lumalee, or should I say, Lumalees, are introduced as a subspecies of the regular Lumas that we all know and love. Their purpose in Galaxy is to function as a shop in order to provide Mario with essential 1-ups and mushrooms. When you're playing the game, they typically appear to sell you these items right before a boss battle. However, one incredibly significant thing about the Lumalees to take note of here is that they would often ramble on and on about death, the sweet relief of it in fact, to the point where they seem to be fanatically obsessed with it. And then, after jumping ahead to the release of the Mario movie over 16 years later, we see that very same quote of doom once again uttered by Lumalee, right when all the prisoners are hanging above the boiling lava. Later on, when the prisoners are all about to be sacrificed at the wedding, we clearly see Lumalee cheering with joy as he's about to meet his doom. Back when the Galaxy games were released, Lumalee's dark fascination with death was something many fans largely overlooked, but now his abnormal obsession with it resulted in him becoming one of the most beloved characters in the entire movie. Why is it that he was just now able to elevate towards such an iconic status in the eyes of the fans? Well, one of the main reasons why I myself find him to be a fan favorite of mine simply boils down to his cute appearance. I mean, just look at him. This star is literally like the Grogu of the Mario movie right here. Additionally, his cynical and nihilistic behavior heavily stands out for someone of his type. A Luma. Whenever we watch movies with iconic villains, Darth Vader, Thanos, Voldemort, Joker, etc., it's common to hear them say outright creepy and bone-chilling words that will send shivers up anyone's spine. However, we don't typically expect words of such caliber to be heard from someone as cute-looking as, say, Kirby and especially Lumalee. Them attempting to act like that would literally be akin to a toddler dropping the F-bomb. Thus, by having such depressing words come out of the mouth of a cute and childlike star of all things, it makes Lumalee funny and more adorable to the audience than he otherwise would be. Furthermore, Lumalee's depressing nature makes him incredibly relatable towards fans facing similar struggles. A lot of people in the real world, including myself, constantly have to fight mental illness again and again with no end in sight. And Lumalee is no different. The most likely reason why he hopes for death is that Bowser probably put him through the most sadistic levels of torment imaginable, to the point where he just wants to end his suffering by being dunked into the lava. And yeah, I know I'm getting completely carried away with talking about such dark stuff here, but nonetheless, the the predicament Lumali is in mirrors the heavy struggles that we all face in the real world. In some ways, Lumali's behavior makes him kind of similar to other fan favorite characters who also exhibit abnormal behavior traits, an example of which being Hermione Granger from the Harry Potter series. They both share a fanatical obsession with something other people heavily detest, death for Lumali and academics for Hermione, and both express heavy disappointment whenever they miss out on the very thing they are obsessed with. She also has a little bit in common with Talia Flint from Monsters at Work. Both are voiced by the daughters of the directors, and both exhibit the archetype of a young child. Lumali takes these two aforementioned examples in a completely new direction by combining them with his cute and appealing persona to make him the adorable demon we see him as when watching the movie. And we're not even finished yet, because after the whole movie is all said and done, he appears right before the credits to give us even more laughs. His sudden appearance then and there is basically him saying to the audience that he'll always be there, even after time and the universe as we know it explodes into oblivion. That being said, who knows where we'll see him next? Perhaps we'd see him adventuring into the cosmos with Mario and thereby setting up a Mario Galaxy-esque film into motion? Or more jarringly, would he perhaps snap away half the universe just to please Lady Death herself? I don't quite know the answer to that, and I guess we'll just have to wait for the sequel and see what happens to our little blue friend. Thanks for watching, everyone. Oh, and before the video ends, consider subscribing to the channel if you like this type of content. Other than that, take care, fellas.